Greetings, my name is Neosekken and welcome back to my Let's Play of Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. Now where we last left off, I managed to save the garden that the king wanted me to save from getting blown to Kingdom Come by Yuya. And then after that, I ended up having to save the king's castle from getting rained on from a cloud that was apparently coming from a location called Mount Pudding. And while we were there, I helped find some bird who looked suspiciously like Kazuaki, but apparently wasn't. Find a new name for himself, because apparently he didn't have one. He lost it inside the mountain of pudding. And during both of these little tasks, I've collected 2 more gems. And I still have yet to determine what I'm collecting all these gems for. Maybe and I'm thinking maybe we will find out pretty soon. Time will tell, of course. So let's get started. Your Highness, we're back. We're not exactly going to a friend's house, Miss Tosaka. Shouldn't you be a little more decorous? Should I? I'm already thinking of the king as a friend, though. You must have an awful lot of friends. His Royal Highness, the king! The king was very scared of the rain. The king cried. I knew it. Don't worry, Your Majesty. The rain's all gone now, so it's okay. Is it truly so? Take a look outside, sir. The king is relieved. The king was afraid the fire would go out. The fire? That must be the light we saw earlier. Thanks to you two, the king's land is now peaceful once more. The king has no more troubles. The king said, will you hear the king's final request? Even though you're out of troubles? The king really wants that planisphere. Mine? No. I was told not to give it away, no matter what. And here comes the conflict. Puppy eyes won't help, Your Majesty. No means no. The king was very sad. Could you give the king just 1 star from the planisphere's face? One of the stars. The stars are represented by gemstone shards. We could probably pull one out. What do you want to do, Nagiki? Even a single star is still a part of the planisphere. What do you think, Miss Tosaka? I suppose that's true. But the king has been giving us gems this entire time, so just 1 would be fine, right? That's reasonable enough. Shouldn't you ask why does he want the planisphere, or even one of the gems from it? The king asked, will you give the king a star from the planisphere? Alright, I will. Pick one. The king said the king would like this one here. The king was very grateful. Thank you, guest from away. You're welcome. I guess we're really done with the king's requests now, Nagiki. Yes. The night is almost over, Miss Tosaka. Let's go outside. I have a very strong suspicion that we ended up making a horrible mistake. The abyss of the night sky is a little brighter when we get outside. The sky is so beautiful just before dawn. And I love the air at this time of day. Do you always get up before dawn, Miss Tosaka? A hunter has to be awake and ready before the first light touches the ground. I see. That must be tiring. Dawn. When morning comes, this dream too shall pass. Nagiki! I'm really happy we got to have this adventure together, even if it was just for one night. I'll always remember this dream. Really. Cross my heart and dare to die. I'm glad I got to walk with you too. Thank you. In the real world, Nagiki can never leave the school. But one day I want to take him out like this again. There's so much of the earth that I wish he could see. It's the start of a new day, Nagiki. And I'll see you in the library soon. Yes. It's dawn. Goodbye, Mr. Osaka. There is no way that this is over. Huh? Wait a minute. Where's the sun? What about our dramatic build-up? That's odd. Dawn is supposed to come after pre-dawn, isn't it? Whatever are you travelers talking about? Everyone knows midnight comes after pre-dawn. And after that dusk, then midnight again, then pre-dawn, then midnight. Time swings back and forth like a pendulum, after all. The sun will not rise. This dream will never end. The day the night slept. Finn. Achievement unlocked. Happy Kingdom. Well, that's a hell of a way to start an episode. With a rather grim ending. Okay. Oh. Another thing has been added here, I see. So I guess we should now see what this last one here is. I see static. Can't quite make out what they're saying. Believed, maybe, is this one down here? Though I taught... Yeah, I really can't make heads or tails of what this thing might be saying. You is... me. Please enter your name. Okay. Finally, a complete sentence. Yep. Wahahaha! At last, the day is come. The day of my final victory over you. Aiza! Suma! I know you are here tonight. My heart flutters just imagining your ungainly form prostrating itself in fear before my new weapon. Look up at the night sky. The stars, the moon, they all give me their blessings in this, my decisive moment of artistry. Never mind, it seems to have clouded over. Can't the weather try to read the atmosphere at least a little? Come on, you ninnies! The star player has arrived at last. Show a little enthusiasm. It is of no matter. Nothing can overshadow my day of glory now. Prepare yourself for the end, Aizasuma. Nishiki Kuji Tori, the artist, the one and only, has arrived. Tremble before me, pitiful fools. Wait, no. Give applause for the glory you are about to witness. Tonight, I unveil my... Didn't I just ask for applause? What is this silliness? This is my grand entrance. You must... We're all kind of napping. What on earth is going on? Ah, good Mr. Editor-in-Chief. I'm afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment. Could it wait? You two are... Nishiki Kuji Tori, right? As you can see, we're a little busy. We really don't need more problems right now, so just sit tight and hold it, kiddo. Actually, I suppose you're not that young anymore. How rude! I still have my youthful vigor! More importantly, what's going on? This is entirely too strange. Could you fill me in a little, please? Would that we could. If anybody here does know what's going on, please speak up. Everyone gathered here to see the total lunar eclipse, and the eclipse started. So far, everything is fine. It's just a normal school outing. But then things went wrong. When the last corner of the moon was hidden, everyone here fell asleep. Asleep? Their brain activity is normal. They're all experiencing an extended period of REM sleep. REM sleep. So then, they're dreaming. It would seem so. What's the problem then? You can just wake them up. We can't, and that's the problem. REM sleep is when the body sleeps, but the brain remains awake. Normally you can wake someone experiencing it up quite easily, but we can slap their faces and shout in their ears all we want. They don't wake up. An entire astronomical observation group falling asleep at once. It's strange, but not unheard of. I suppose it's a form of mass hysteria. I've heard that in past cases the birds involved have woken up by themselves when the moon becomes visible again. Unfortunately for us, the eclipse ended a while ago and they're still asleep. Do you suppose the clouds have something to do with that? Quite possibly. They gathered right as the eclipse ended, so we haven't seen the moon since before it started. It's awfully hard to believe. How could looking at the moon cause something like... Coming through! You really need to learn to tailor your speech to the occasion. You are completely lacking in grace, and quite rude. The people here are the ones being rude. There's something wrong with a place where dawn doesn't follow pre-dawn. Nagaki and I came to this dream country, the Holiday Star, on the night train. We got to run errands for Mr. Forward King, and we got to see our friends. And it all seemed like good fun, but when morning was coming and we thought we were going to wake up, morning didn't come. Who are you talking to? The camera, of course. These episodes weren't all released at once, so people have probably forgotten what happened last time. Being so directly aware of the camera seems a little unprofessional to me. Whatever. It's better to give the readers a hand. Maybe on occasion, but a little too much hand-holding can also be a bad thing, Hiyoko. Just saying. Mr. King, are you in here? I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. His Royal Highness the King. Hello, I am the King. Mr. King, you wretched little blob of lemon yogurt, or yogurt. The King was very scared, because the human girl had come with a scary face and a fierce voice. He's shrinking, Miss Tosaka. Control yourself before he disappears entirely. What kind of a wimp is he? Something isn't right here, Mr. King. The night isn't ending, and we aren't waking up. The night does not end. You do not wake from the dream. What are you talking about? Night is followed by new morning. And after that, a new day. The king said the holiday does not end on the holiday star. The holiday is forever. The king asked if a new day were to come, would the holiday not have to end? Would that not be strange? We seem to have arrived at riddles. Common sense makes a very poor weapon in debates here. Well, in that case, how can we get home? The king said, there is no returning from the journey you have taken. You should know this well. Oh boy. The dead can never return to life. Where did that come from? What do you mean, Mr. King? Isn't this just some happy dream theme park or something? The king said, this is the land of dreams. This is where birds who have died wait dreaming for the end of eternity. That would make sense for me, but... Your Majesty, not all of the birds here are dead. And there's a living human right here. We didn't do anything aside from watching the eclipse, right? Maybe we got hit by a gigantic meteor? If we died that suddenly, we might arrive in the land of the dead while still alive? I don't think that's how it would work, Hiyoko. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes, someone arrives here a little early. But the king is kind, and so is always happy to entertain those who need to wait for proper citizenship. No, thank you. Let's leave already, Nagaki. Do you think we should? This does seem like the place for me. Let's go back to the school. You don't need some pushy king who forces people into staying in his country either. Indeed. Can't say I like it much. We can get back to the school on the train we took to get here, right? We'll go home whether you want us to or not. Don't bother to see us off. The king said the train will not come. Why not? The night will not end. There is no station, and the train will not come. I don't follow the logic. Is that really surprising, given who's talking to you? I've had enough. We're finding a way out on our own. Well, that sounded really cool, but how are we going to get out? The station we arrived at was right around... There's nothing here. It's gone. Seems so. Maybe it stops at a different platform when it's going the other way. But I don't see any platform anywhere. Excuse me. Citizens of this land. Yes, miss? We are perfectly normal tourists, and we came here to sightsee. Oh, how wonderful. This is a very nice place. You're welcome to move in. No, we're here to sightsee. We don't want to stay. Is that right? Have you thought about staying permanently then? Stop repeating yourself. What should we do, Nagiki? This is like verbal dodgeball. I think we have to find our own way out, like you said. And now, we need to figure out what to do. Can't you just wait for it to clear up again? Even if it doesn't, shouldn't sunlight work just as well? No, we can't. We've got a time limit, you see. What do you mean? Avian brains are unstable things, barely out of a period of rapid, unnatural development. And right now, everybody on the ground here is suffering from a disconnect between their brains and their bodies. If we leave them for too long, they won't be able to wake up again. They'll be stuck dreaming until they die. That said, I don't know what will happen to the human. What? So they'll become vegetables? Aiza Suma, you cretin! Wake up! If you're going to slip into an eternal dream, at least do it after being appropriately awed by my artistry. I want to head back in. Do I have your permission? Do you understand what you're saying, Sakuzaka Yuya? Head into the world of dreams. I'm a messenger of dreams. Sounds pretty romantic, doesn't it? One of the victims, Shirogane Sakuya, is a relative of Sakazaki's. Sakazaki can synchronize with his brainwaves and access his dreams, if he follows the right procedure. It's a very strange thing. Everyone here is seeing the exact same dream, almost like a field trip of the soul. Last time I went in, I confirmed a few of them, aside from Sakuya. And I suspect if I can spur them into action directly, we can get them out of there. Your job here isn't to take a hit for your younger brother. Can you promise me you'll act with discretion? Yes, sir. I can. Understood. Your orders, Sakazaki, are to enter the dream through the Shirogane Sakuya, extract the people trapped inside, and pull out. This will only be a success if everyone comes out alive. And that includes you, Sakazaki Yuya. Yes, sir. Wait just a minute! What's in that bottle? Is that stuff legal? And those are sleeping pills? Yes. He's about to enter someone else's dream. If he wants to get in, he doesn't have much of a choice. This isn't something to do on a whim. Gah! This can't possibly be good for you. Don't come crying to me if you start experiencing embarrassingly personal side effects. Everything has a price. If you got a goal in mind, you better be prepared to pay up. Here are the electrodes. I'll be keeping an eye on the monitor. You ready, Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, sir. Jeez! Fine, I get it. I'll help too. Why are you so angry all of a sudden? I'm not angry. I just can't stand being here if you two stealing all the dramatic roles. Let me do something too. How nice of you to help me out. You want to get rid of those clouds, yes? Can you do something about them? Just who do you think I am? I am the man once known as the Crawler, the former head of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division. And now I go by the Champion Bad Guy. I am the greatest advisor in the artistic research sector. Nishiki Kuchi Tori! Do you think my new weapon can't handle a few puny clouds? I see. Certainly sounds impressive. How soon can you be ready? Wind speed, air temperature, humidity. Once I've collected some meteorological data, my calculations will be simple. Give me 20 minutes, and I shall unveil my masterpiece. So you'll be cracking the dream from the outside while I go at it from the inside. Sounds good. I'm going under. Adieu. You know, you managed to wake up by falling into this hole, right? Then just go grab everybody and then throw them into the hole. Boom. Problem solved. This is the place where he was having that tea party. Looks like it isn't too easy to plug a hole in here once it's open. Can't let myself get forcibly ejected again. Time to find everyone and convince them to say goodbye to Dreamland. As for the people he's trying to rescue, please, take it easy. This kingdom is a wonderful place. Just take it easy. Yeah! Double take it easy combo! Doesn't look like anyone's changing their mind. They just keep on asking us to move in. I'm not going to learn anything from them. Time to break through their line and find the egress. Let's go, Nagaki. Anywhere, as long as we get out of here. That doesn't sound like much of a plan. Excellent, mon ami. Your reckless energy is a sight for sorer eyes indeed. Floppy Dove Man! I thought you'd be stuck in a mysterious land getting sued for inappropriate behavior by the Queen of Hearts by now. I'm so glad you're okay. Yeah, I could totally picture that happening. A real hero always saves his good moves for the final scene, after all. Which is to say, we've got an emergency. I can't risk sticking around too long getting banhammered again, so I'll keep this quick. This place is not real. We have to leave, quickly. Yes, I know. I shouldn't even be here. But we don't know how to get out. Meaning, it's not enough just to be aware and want to wake up. What's going on, Yuya? Will we be okay? Please, tell us whatever you know. Well, alright, stay calm and listen. I'll fill you in on what's going on in the real world. If we stay like this for too long, we'll turn into potheads? Not potheads, Miss Tosaka. Vegetables. Exactly. And that's why I'm here to find you all, wake you up, and end the dream. Oh boy. What's going on? What's that light? A flare? Is this some sort of super mission signal? The ground's shaking. I don't think that's a flare. That was pretty fast. I guess he's got more than a big mouth after all. Angle. Set. Power. Set. Backups. Set. Perfection. Ah, pure, pearlescent moonlight. Shine on my beautiful figure. A night as artistic as this needs no plain, ugly clouds. Allow me to introduce the pinnacle of my efforts in the field of optics. Nishiki Kuchi Masterpiece X792 Point Light Weapons System AC Vortex. Yuya? What's going on? Is this some sort of natural disaster? friendly bird is giving us a hand. He's going to break this stream from the outside. The sky's getting brighter. Is it morning again? Can't say I'd be unhappy if the moonlight alone fixed everything, but... well, we'll see. I don't think the king is... never mind, I guess the citizens are going to object first. What do you think you're doing? Yes, what do you think you're doing? Why are you trying to break down our beautiful castle? The king will not let you leave! Oh boy. This is not good. The clouds are parting. Good work. But of course, have I ever failed? I'm not gonna say anything. Now, oh beautiful full moon, show us your lovely form! The king said, don't leave me. Don't leave me behind. What is this? This must be some sort of joke. I am not dreaming. Is this not reality? It is. What you and I are seeing should be real anyway. Oh boy. It's like a giant egg. What is that hideous thing doing up there? The king made an egg. A giant, enormous egg. A giant black egg to hide the kingdom away. Is Miss Tosaka. Miss Tosaka. Ah! What a crazy dream, huh? It's a little early to say that. The nightmare isn't over yet, mon ami, eh? I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Not after you said all that flag-raising stuff, Yuya. Things certainly look a little different, at least. It's pitch dark all around us, and quiet. There's no sound apart from our voices. It got bright, and there was that earthquake, and then the king showed up out of nowhere. What happened? I'm not entirely sure myself. I think we can safely say that king fellow doesn't want us leaving, though. I think he shut us in. This is kidnapping! Duh. Hey! Mr. King! What kind of VIP treatment is this? I don't want any of it! There's no reply. It's just a cold, dark abyss. What do we do? Nagiki, Yuya. Are the others okay? The king doesn't seem to want to let any of us go, so he's probably trapped the others in here too. Of course, we can't see anything. So we can't. I can just barely make out Nagiki and Yuya, but if they stepped back even a little, I think I'd lose them. We can't see what's a wall and what's a corridor. We'll never find any... Hey there! In a bit of a bind, eh? Hello, someone who most certainly isn't Ryuji. Oh! Mr. Migrant Bird. It's good to get stuck like this. Be troubled as much as you can while you're still young. Now isn't the time for friendly old man wisdom. You know him. Well, we've bumped into him a few times. He's just a hungry old man. A hungry old man. That's a depressing way of putting it. Professor Nanaki and the doctor are the only two adults asleep on the roof. What's going on here? You're a migrant, right, mister? Do you know how to get out of here? I haven't the slightest. If you're going to show up right when we're stuck, can't you at least be useful? I've never been good at sticking to a goal. I just wait for the wind to blow and head wherever it smells like tender grasses. There's no need for you young folks being in such a hurry either. Why not take a break for a change? We appreciate the thought, but alas, we're a little short on time right now. We're one step away from a permanent vegetative state, after all. We're still alive. We shouldn't be here. Well, I may have come here naturally. Oh, is that right? I thought there was something odd about you. So you came here early by mistake? I like living fast. Yes, that does sound like a problem. Are only dead birds supposed to come here? Oh, I thought that was Hyoko. No, that's not it. Don't look so down, you weren't far off. Really? This star isn't a place anyone should come to. What do you mean? So it's not where we end up when we die? Birds who pass their names to the stars wander the night sky. There are any number of places to see. But there are also stars like this. Stars which aren't stars. It's a bit like a hematophod's light, you see. If you see what I mean. A hematophid? A lure for prey. Or something like that. It's a real problem. If I get stuck on a fake star like this, I can't continue my journey. Gotta find a way out. I'll go take a look around. I see 2 doors. It's not very bright, but I can see some starlight now. There are tiny stars everywhere. I hadn't noticed them before. Your eyes are getting used to the darkness. See? A little break now and then can help too. He's right. My eyes are used to it now. We're standing in the center of a large round room with 2 doors? Maybe everyone else is through those? Though we can't tell where they lead. Oh, you don't have your map with you? We just got shut in here. We didn't get to bring a strategy guide along. But doesn't the Morning Dove there have a planisphere? Yes, I have it. There's your map. Nagi's planisphere? It's a very nice planisphere, but will studying constellations now really... Well, I just had a thought. Since we are now missing one of the gems in the planisphere, we have an incomplete map, don't we? An egg? It looks a little like a dark nebula. That's a bad egg. When an egg turns black, it's rotten. Black is the color of a poor chick who died before hatching. We're just a bit above the very bottom now. The stars' lights are birds' souls, burning bright and happy even in a dead egg. So, wait. So are we basically in like the dream world or something of an unborn bird? So you want to get out of here? My job is to find everyone and get it out, yes. I think I'm ready to go home. And I want to see tomorrow. Uh-oh, the egg is cracking. Look, we're one step closer to hatching. Chicks grow teeth to help them tear out their shells and into the new world. We only need them that once. With them, we can break out of the shell by our own strength. No matter how tough the shell is, it will break eventually. If the chick is alive, it can break free. This is a false star. That wasn't a real light you saw. That was the lighthouse, luring wanderers in from the Milky Way. A false star is a dangerous thing. Once you're in, it can be hard to get out. It's scary. Break the shell and burn down the false light. The mourning dove there can do it. After all, he's got all the answers. Answers? Help me, Nagaki. You're my only hope. I see. So all this is fake. Do you have a plan, Nagaki? No, not really. I just know that what the king was thinking when he made this place. I know why he took one of our stars, and I know why only I can break it. If I can, that is. Somehow. Well, good luck. Wait! Can you explain that a little more? Too late. He's gone. Jeez. No one likes a key character who just shows up with a whole bunch of gnomic advice and doesn't actually say anything useful. Now, mon ami. At least he gave us some hints, right? And some cause for optimism. He said that I could do it. Well, at least a gnomic and hungry old man gave Nagaki some clear reassurance. Your planisphere is sure turning out to be useful, Nagaki. A little above the very bottom. So, we're right here. And there are 2 stars nearby. And if the stars are what he said, we should be able to find everyone else if we aim for the stars. Let's hope so. And there are 2 suspicious stars up at the top. The false lighthouse. That must be the light we saw from the plaza. And from what he said, we need to break it? Alright. Now then. We need to head up both sides. This looks like a good time to split up, don't you think? I vote no. I vote we should stick together. Happens all the time in longer dungeons and RPGs. I'm ready to roll. Protecting the ladies is always my first priority. I'd like to go with you, mon ami, but I'll go alone. You'll be safer if you've got the map with you after all. Take care of her, alright? Right. Well, the king very kindly trapped us all in a gigantic evil doom egg. Will we escape from the dream of our lives? Of course we will. After all, this place is crazy. What kind of place doesn't have morning radio aerobics? And so we split up. Nagaki and me going through one door, Yuya through the other. We'll wake everyone from this dream and smash this rotten egg from the inside. Yuya's already off getting some stuff done. We better move along too. Right. Yuya does seem pretty professional sometimes. He even had a real gun during that time at Christmas. Maybe he really is with the FBI or something? What does the FBI have to do with Japan, Yoko? I'm opening the door. Are you ready? Bring it on! I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. I think this would be a good place to stop. So, yeah, a few revelations have been had. And this happy-go-lucky little world that we found ourselves in has indeed been revealed to be the prison that it really is. Maybe next time we'll be able to break out of it. Anyway, I got a theory regarding the king's motivation for wanting to keep us here. If he is indeed an unborn bird that died before hatching, maybe he just simply wants to have company in basically his little world. And the bird and Hyoko and Nagiki and everyone else who's stuck in this dream world right now are literally the only real people in this dream that this king guy has ever met. And, you know, because of that, he'd be very reluctant to let us go. I know I'm basing this off very little. In fact, pretty much based on just a couple lines about him not wanting us to leave. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that's pretty much exactly what the twist is going to be. I mean, I feel like it's kind of obvious, but who knows? Could prove me very wrong for all we know. Anyway, I've rambled enough about my ideas as to what's going to happen and why everything is happening as it's happening. So I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you have and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next time. Take care.